This poem is called Akathisia of the Moon. Mauder on my ziggurat, Ludens the paradise of the moon, a purple corneas, starlight webbed between a peregrinator and falconer of the motley of blue-haired mercantilism, through Sahara's of blue mohawks, in between cat in between watermelons of the blue Philistine, on Imam's rim-tailed goblet of the statues, jazzosophy, winterscapes, greases, the Zocalo, buggied by wolfsbane. It is you, Nietzsche, and Iris Murdoch, in the hyper surrealist starlight that sphinxes with the uh, Egyptologist blue feet, hyper occidentalist dogmatism of a hyper-apocalyptic crepuscular. The Rosicrucian horse medicine woman rather, is butchered by the cerebralized post-epistemic skulls of the Atlantides Adelasia. The Leban's world is very whipped. It is you, Herbies Trismegistus, Turtagori, the giraffes of metaphysicalism are smacked open by the adepts of the rebirth of the Lebensworld is a mental acrobatist and a mental gymnast of mind sports. For poetry does not exist in Minon's jungle. It superveniences in Minon's jungle. Through the icified pinion of the pintos, of the wanderlust, of drugged sheepdogs, the Ligris is ogre to ogre, as the recliner chairs of the redwoods among the quantum swamplands of the Sierras with phlegonic Zestruga, and the swin rides where the planets boggle and boondoggle. I'm a cryptogram of phantasmagorical Hegelian Taoistic harmonicas. Heraclitean creidalism bleeds open the gnarled open suitcase and briefcase of dreamscapes. Opiates, hijab, the burqas of the synagogues of quantum determinism, for which the Klondikes are etherealized poetry, bedangling the subliminal surlimbed Scrabble magicians of the blue wolves, for which the Lebensworld of the crepuscular squeezed out lemons are the shackled and unshackled carnivorous drippings of avant-garde purple owl craniums, olympiads of philosophy, menageries of Minon's jungle bootleggers, the 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 red-eyed jeans of the gilt buckled wise medicine woman, that Urania's the palingenesis of the Hymetus, of the Mahatmas, the Greeks open the Zabaglione, of these splintering celestializations of Whiteheadian systems theory, and the ecogonical Krinken be equipoison of the drugstores, of the of the bidden in the valleys of the surrealist hyper mystagogical firstiest kiss the passion and moon between the monocles and manacles of the helmets of the Klondikes of Azos, primeval hyper-kaleidoscopic snowbound intergalactic leap between the cigarette ashtrays of this Nile, this hyper-unitarian and sledgehammer that siphons the cradle of Nietzsche, for which these detached elevators of moon-shackled corneas osmotically dive in between the apparitions of the loquacious goddesses of the Darwinian ape women splintering the hamartological brocade of these bodhisattva grandchildren of the omniverse prime mover, and these Cephian Keats and Dickinsons and William Carlos Williams, mental acrobatically the mind sports of Presidio, and the symbolique of the transfinite tonal congregations of the confabulations of this Berkeley and Winterscape, for which the hyper-imaginary numbered and transcendental numbered tau of the Bohemian Renaissance gypsy garb of the cigarette of the 10,000 AD, of the gyrating artichokes with exploded testicular processionals, and this gargoyle suction cups with crystalline windjams and beggarin lavender, dentilium of socket scraper whippers, the sculpturized gasconadin of this Hopland and Hopi, of the elixir of furalized philosopher's stone, of this amniotic absolute nothingness, gluing the omniverses of absolute boundlessness through this crazed foreplay of liberational anti-conservatist void of this crepuscular arterium and arboretum of surrealist winterscapes. The gargoyles are triumvirally Babylonian as they exalt the hope of the friars of the Gaius cascade between a multiverse of shattered bankers, for which the leukocyte jaguars and panthers billboard the Esperanto and Tokipona columns that omnipotentize the timorous flesh of Mona Lisa, and the watercolors of the desiccated willow wisps that orchestrate the goblins of the bright purple cheese of the lugger and the tamerlane, the horror specks of the divinity of the chessboards and scrabble boards of Alphane, and this elephantine destruction of Eglantine perverses, and transfinite perspectivism and perceptivism, and a turgid marmoset between a hypersymbolist voyager into the intergalactic volatilizations of onyx, quiacatal sempiternalizations of the phantasmagorical windpeckers that somnambulate and perambulate between a sauntering convolvulus of the mummified, greased-up swirling drippings, the jackanape, the orchidean and orchidaceous boondocks and balustrades of boomkins, then multifariously quintessentially sweet briar, the hyperharmonic labyrinths of psychophysical paralyzed calculus, of this Hegelian Geist of transfigured portmanteaus that somehow never will, the bewitched ziggurats of the recitals of the peregrinating bright blue falconer, of the passionate kiss of the lavender forget-me-not turquoise Patavisician moon. Thank you.